Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox fan coming to you from Al Red Sox fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. And we're going to continue with our Action PC Football 1980 tournament. One more game to see who shall advance to the Elite Eight. And we have the 1980 Miami Dolphins taking on the 1980 Oakland Raiders in our one and done tournament. Both teams are play-in game winners. And now one of these two will advance to the Elite Eight. In 1980, the Miami Dolphins were 8-8 and failed to make the playoffs. The Oakland Raiders were 11-5, would win a wild card spot, win the AFC Championship, and go on to be the first wild card winner to win a Super Bowl by defeating the Philadelphia Eagles. Led by Heisman Trophy winner Jim Plunkett, who took over for the injured Dan Pastorini early in the season. So let's get to the starting lineups and play some football. I will be coaching the Dolphins along with Don Shula, and the Oakland Raiders will be coached by Tom Flores and the Action PC Sim Engine. For Miami, the game's being played at Oakland Alameda Coliseum, and it's 47 degrees out with clear skies, winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. The running backs for Miami are Williams and Nathan. The wideouts are Harris and Moore. The tight end is Hardy. The young David Woodley will get the start, but Bob Greasy's ready to go if necessary. The tackles are Kuchenberg and Laxo. The guards are Newman and Towes, and the center is Denard. For the Oakland Raiders, the running backs are Van Egan and Matthews. The wideouts Branch and Chandler. The tight end is Chester. The quarterback Jim Plunkett, Heisman Trophy winner from Stanford, and was the New England Patriots' #1 draft pick out of college. The tackles are Shell and Lawrence. The guards are Marvin and Upshaw. The center is Dalby. Both teams play a 3-4 defensively. The defensive ends for the Dolphins are Betters and Den Herder, and the nose tackle is Baumhauer. The outside linebackers are Beaucamper and Chambers. The middle linebackers, Beaucamper and Gordon. The middle linebackers are Dewey and Chambers. The defensive backfield, cornerbacks McNeil and Small. The safeties are Blackwood and Besalou. For the Raiders, the defensive ends are Browning and Matuzak. The nose tackle is Kinlaw. The outside linebackers, the Mad Stork Hendricks and Martin. The middle linebackers are Millen and Nelson. The cornerbacks, Hayes and Osteen. And the safeties are Davis and Owens. And let's bring up the playing field. Bear with me a moment. Screen will go black just for a moment. And there is Oakland Alameda Coliseum. The Dolphins won the toss and elected to receive. Again, I am playing as the Dolphins. The Raiders are being controlled by the Action PC Sim Engine. Back deep for the Dolphins is Besalou. The short men are Gianquinto and Harris. Here's the kickoff. Dolphins have the return on, and the ball game is on its way. Returned around the 10, and out near the 30 goes Besalou. That's a 20-yard return brought down by Siletto. So here come the Miami Dolphins, and let's just change that. I was playing some college football offline, so when they don't have the right uniform numbers, I play with the ratings, but I like the uniform numbers. Hold on un momento, por favor. Game preferences, game display, and let's display the photos, and let's display actually, let's get rid of that. Field display. Display uniform numbers. And there we go. Excellent. All right, so David Woodley and the Dolphins will start 1st and 10 at their 30. He's under center. Split backfield of Williams and Nathan. The wideouts are Harris and Moore. The tight end is Hardy. And Delvin Williams is a 4 receiver out of the backfield. That's pretty good. Tony Nathan, excellent receiver out of the backfield. He is a 9. 1st down. And we're going to go play action pass, run counter. Williams, trap left. Woodley doesn't like what he sees. And now he's going to go screen to Nathan out of the backfield on the audible. Woodley under pressure and
encroachment defense. Number 62, 5-yard penalty.
So that the reason why the Raiders got in there so quick, Kinlaw, encroachment, we will accept it, and it'll be 1st and 5 from the 35. So the Raiders put on a tremendous pressure on Woodley, but they were offside. So once again, the split backfield of Williams and Nathan, Harrison Moore, the wideouts, and Hardy is the tight end, number 84 to the bottom of the screen. Matuzak is a 2 pass rusher. Browning is a 4. Let's bring Hardy to the top of the screen. Okay. Once again, play action fake, run counter. Williams, trap left. And there go. Oh my lord, he is smothered for a 2-yard loss. The Raiders were quite angry on that play. That is not a proper picture of Bob Nelson. But Nelson makes the tackle, and that's his first. And let's switch that. Let's bring up the proper picture of Nelson. Roster tools. So on the very first carry, Williams loses 2 yards. Now bring up a 2nd and 7. As we wait to load the proper picture of Bob Nelson if we have it. Let's find Mr. Bob Nelson. And we do not have the proper picture of Bob Nelson. So we'll just stick with that for now. Okay. Linebacker. Nelson. Let's give him just the helmet here. Let's search this way. Hope everyone's doing well on this Tuesday evening. We're just searching. Bob Nelson. No, we only have that one picture. Let's go. Should have the helmet though. All right. So it is 2nd and 7 for the Dolphins on their 33. And we're going to go screen pass to Nathan. Woodley, back to pass. Hits Nathan with the screen. He's got some blockers and a 1st down. He fumbles. Big hit. Who recovers? Who recovers? And Nat Moore comes away with it. So the big hit on Nathan by the Stork, the Mad Stork, Hendricks. The ball comes loose. Nat Moore recovers it. It is a gain of 12, and the Dolphins sideline breathes a sigh of relief. So 1st and 10. In the chat, we have the original Grognard. Check out that great channel. Jack Dawson and AU Pack Mule. He says, "Not Miami, Al. Do you want anyone to watch?" And it's worse. I'm coaching Miami. So 1st and 10. They survive the Tony Nathan fumble. 1st and 10 on the 45. Lester Hayes is on Duriel Harris, Nat Moore, Dwayne Osteen. Short and quick to Nat Moore. 3-step drop, and Moore dropped it. Oh, you heard the footsteps of a very violent Raider defense. So it brings up 2nd and 10 from the 45. Split backfield of Williams and Nathan. The young David Woodley under center. The wideouts, Harris and Moore. The tight end is Hardy to the top of the screen, number 84. And we're going to go screen once again to Tony Nathan. Hopefully he holds on to the ball. They set up the screen. They hit Nathan. He's got blockers out in front, zigging, zagging. Finally brought down by a plethora of Raiders defenders. And once again, it's Ten Hendricks on the tackle trying to rip the ball away, but 2 hands. Ball security by Tony Nathan that time. That's a gain of 5. They'll bring up 3rd and 5 at midfield for the Dolphins. 3rd and 5. And the Dolphins will go with a 3 wideout set. And the 3rd wideout is Jimmy Cephalo. So it'll be Cephalo, Hardy, and Woodley. I'm sorry, Harris, Moore, and Cephalo. The tight end is Hardy. The lone back, Tony Nathan. Draw to Tony Nathan on 3rd and 5. And Nathan goes up the middle. Hey, diddle diddle for 3. The corner blitz does not get to Nathan, but the Mad Stork does, and that's the Mad Stork's 3rd tackle, and the 3rd tackle of Tony Nathan by the Mad Stork. And it brings up 4th and 2 from the Oakland 47. And here comes the punt team. And it'll be George Roberts. He will punt deep to Matthews. Here's the snap to play. The snap in the punt. And he bangs it into the end zone. The Raiders will take over 1st and 10 on their 20. So here comes Jim Plunkett. He's under center, and the Raiders are going with a 3 wideout set. Oh, no. What do they have here? Branch. Oh, now, okay, that was just a faux pas on the Action PC video. So it's a split backfield of Van Egan and Matthews. The wideouts are Branch and Chandler. The tight end is Chester. Dolphins counter with a 3-4 basic. Man coverage. They give it to Van Egan. And Vern Denherter, boing, and that is for Ron Juckett. Makes the tackle, gain of 2 for Van Egan. Will bring up 2nd and 8 from the Oakland 22. Again, split backfield, Plunkett under center. 2 wideouts, Chandler and Branch. The tight end is Chester. 2nd and 8. Man coverage, and we're going to double Chester on a medium pass. And we're going to play pass. And it's a give to Van Egan. And again, he is smothered. Only a 2-yard gain. This time, A.J. Dewey comes up to put this pop and stop on Mark Van Egan. So we'll bring up 3rd and 6 from the Oakland 24. Split backfield, Van Egan and Matthews. The wideouts, Branch and Chandler. The tight end is Chester. Jim Plunkett under center. Dolphins with a 3-4. We're going to send Dewey on a delay blitz. Tight man coverage. Pass. Plunkett, quick hitter to Van Egan out of the backfield. He's got the 1st down and more. Brought down by Blackwood. That is a gain of 18. The first 3 plays go to Mark Van Egan. 2 runs and now a reception for 18 yards. The chains move. And that's Glenn Blackwood's 1st reception. On the quick hitter to Van Egan out of the backfield. So 1st and 10 on the Oakland 42. No score here. 10:09 to play in the first quarter. The winner advances to the Elite Eight in our one-and-done 1980 tournament. Split backs once again, 2 wideouts and a tight end. Plunkett under center. Dolphins in a 3-4. They will play the run out of the 3-4 man. Plunkett looks a throw. Completes over the middle of Branch. He's close to the first down. He picks up 11. Tackled by Small. That was a short slant to Branch. Chains move once again. 1st and 10 on the Miami 47. 9:23 to play in the first quarter. No score. Branch and Chandler are the wideouts. Chester's the tight end. Split backs Van Egan and Matthews. Dolphins again in a 3-4 man, and they will play run once again. Again, Plunkett back to pass. Completes a deep one to Branch. It's a gain of 18. He couldn't get away from Gerald Smalls, but the pickup of 18. And the chains move once again. 1st and 10 on the Miami 29. On the medium fly to Branch. He now has 2 receptions, 29 yards. Again, the Dolphins in a 3-4. Plunkett and the Raiders, 2 wideouts, split backs, and a tight end. They're going to blitz Bocamper from the outside. Tight man coverage basic. And the ball goes to Van Egan. And Van Den Herder brings him down quite rudely for no gain. And that's Van Den Herder's second tackle. It will be 2nd and 10 from the 29. 7:56 to play in the scoreless first quarter so far. The Dolphins were forced to punt on their first drive. The Raiders and Jim Plunkett on their first drive, as we are witnessing, have driven the ball to the Miami 29. 2nd and 10. The Dolphins again in a 3-4. They're going to blitz Dewey. Tight man coverage pass. And it's a give to Van Egan. He breaks the initial line of defense. He picks up 8, brought down in the defensive backfield by Larry Gordon. That's Gordon's first tackle. Brings up a 3rd and a long 2 on the Dolphin 21 with 7:14 to play in the first quarter. Again, Plunkett under center. The wideouts are Branch and Chandler. The split backfield, Van Egan and Matthews. The tight end, Chester, the usual suspects. Again, the Dolphins will play tight man. They're going to play their defensive line in tight. And we're going to blitz Bocamper and Dewey. And we're going to play basic. Plunkett back to pass. It's a screen to Van Egan. He beats the blitz. And he'll pick up 4 and a first down. They just beat the blitz. Plunkett was able to lob the ball over the defender into Van Egan's hand. Quickly swarming to Van Egan was the Dolphins' defense, but he does pick up 4, and the chains move once again. 6:25 to play in the first quarter. This is the Raiders' initial drive in the football game. They have the ball on the Miami 17. And Doug Betters, where's Mr. Doug Betters? He's down to 86. He needs to come out of the game, the bearded wonder. Barnett will come in. Play our defensive line in. Short zone basic. And Plunkett back to pass. Looking. Dumps it again down short to Van Egan, who just takes it up the middle for 8 before he is tackled by Rusty Chambers. That's Bubba Husky's favorite name in football, Rusty Chambers. It'll be 2nd and 2 from the Miami 9. Plunkett looking very sharp. Featured offensive player has been Mark Van Egan. He now has 3 receptions for 30 yards. And he's carried the ball on quite a few occasions. So 2nd and 2. Dolphins will play their defensive line inside split. Tight man. Short zone run. And the give is to Van Egan. He churns his legs up the middle for 4 yards. A 1st and goal for the Raiders with 4:54 to play in the first quarter. Van Egan now 5 carries, 16 yards. Van Egan has touched the ball 8 times on this drive. In 10 plays, he's touched the ball 8 times. So it's 1st and goal for the Raiders. Chandler and Branch are the wideouts. Chester, number 88, the tight end, tight to the line, to the top of the screen. The split backfield is now Kenny King and Matthews. Van Egan gets a breather here. And Kenny King, who would get a touchdown in the actual Super Bowl on a screen pass, I believe, against the Eagles, and Ira Matthews. So a short zone run. And they give it to Kenny King, and he quickly pops through that hole on the trap, and 6 points. So Kenny King's fresh legs goes the final 5 yards, gets the TD, and it's 6-0 Raiders as they marched right downfield against the Dolphins. And let's watch that Kenny King touchdown. No one touched him as he went into the end zone for 6. Here comes the extra point. The snap, the place, the kick, and it is good. Barr makes the extra point, and it is 7-0 Raiders with 4:13 to play in the first quarter. Barr will kick off. Besserlou is deep. Gianquinto and Harris are the short men. The return is on for the Dolphins. It'll be returned from the 10, past the 30 to the 35 as Besserlou, that's a 27-yard return brought down by Campbell. And here comes the young David Woodley and the Dolphins. They got to midfield, and that was about it, folks. As Ron from Retro Sports Network has joined us, check out his channel. He has a football game up today of I just finished listening to it, actually. Detroit and the Vikings from 1978, a fan-requested game. And he says 88 yards was the longest play in Super Bowl history to play to Kenny King. So David Woodley's under center. Nathan and Williams are the split backs. Harris and Moore the wideouts, and Hardy's the tight end. Play action fake. Let's look for Hardy, our tight end, on a short slant. Woodley back to pass, and he dumps it down to Delvin Williams, who drops the ball as Hardy was well covered. So it brings up 2nd and 10. And who else do we have at running back here? I want someone who can catch the ball. Gianquinto is going to come in. Limited playing time, but he's a 5 receiver. And let's hope that no one pays attention to him. We're going to go screen to Gianquinto. Woodley back to pass. Hits Gianquinto. He's got some blockers, and he is quickly smothered by Rod Martin. Holy cow, a loss of 1. This Raider defense is angry and hitting hard. It now brings up 3rd and 11. And Nick Gianquinto will go out of the game, and Williams will come back in. Hardy's going to go out wide, the tight end. Short to the flat to Tony Nathan out of the backfield. Woodley back to pass. Hits Nathan. He's got to turn upfield quickly. He's close to the first. Hayes makes the tackle, and they are a few inches short. Oh, my Lord. We got hosed on the spot of the ball. It is 4th and inches. Woodley will go with the sneak quickly, just a la Tom Brady. And Woodley looks like he's picked it up. Did he? Yes! So they quickly get to the line of scrimmage, and Woodley, with the quarterback sneak, picks up the first. 1st and 10 on the Miami 47. They trail by 7 with 2:35 to play in the first quarter. Woodley's under center. Nathan and Williams the split backs. Harrison Moore the wideouts. Hardy is the tight end. Screen. To Delvin Williams. Woodley back to pass. Incomplete. Applying the pressure is John Matuzak. We're trying to use that pressure against the Raiders by catching them with screens and quick passes. But that one didn't hook up. 2nd and 10, minute 52 left in the first quarter. Medium fly to Nat Moore. 2nd and 10. Here comes the pass rush. Ridley rolls, dumps it to Tony Nathan. His safety valve, and the Mad Stork brings him down after a gain of 3. And Ted Hendricks, that is the Mad Stork's 4th tackle. Former Baltimore Colt, I believe. So it brings up a 3rd and 7. Once again, the Dolphins have the ball at midfield. Harrison Moore, the wideouts. Hardy's the tight end. Williams and Tony Nathan are the backs. Short slant to Moore. Woodley reads something, but he's going to stick with the play. They're going to stick with the short slant. Woodley under pressure, and he is brought down for the sack loss of 3. The pocket just collapsed, and the Mad Stork is there once again, and he wasn't delivering a baby. He was delivering Woodley to the Coliseum grass. And it now brings up 4th and 10 from the Miami 47. Here comes the punt team with 1:02 left in the first quarter. Miami gets to midfield and goes no more. And here's George Roberts for his 2nd punt. He'll punt deep to Matthews. And it's blocked! It is blocked! And Kinlaw recovers it, blocked by guess who? The Mad Stork, Ted Hendrick. Holy cow, Ted Hendrick is insane. Wow, so a huge play there. Let's watch that replay. Again, the colors will be different. The block by Ted Hendricks. So Jim Plunkett and the Raiders take over 1st and 10 with 18 seconds in the first quarter, up 7-0 on the Miami 39. Nothing has gone right for the Dolphins. Split backfield of Kenny King and Matthews, the wideouts Branch and Chandler. King did score the touchdown on his first carry of the game after it was exclusively pretty much Mark Van Egan down the field. He now takes a breather. The tight end is Raymond Chester. You got to watch out for him. So we're going to play man basic. And Plunkett gives the ball to Kenny King. King goes to the left, gains 4 off tackle, and that ends the first quarter. So we enter the second quarter, and Oakland is up 7-0. 2nd and 6 from the Miami 35. I formation now. Matthews is the up back. Van Egan behind him. So a power set, it looks like. Though there are still 2 wideouts. Branch and Chandler, the tight end, Chester, number 88, to the bottom of the screen. The Dolphins remove their defensive line split to the ends. They're going to play a short zone, basic. And Plunkett back to pass over the middle. And the zone quickly collapses on Branch as it is incomplete. A different look we give to Plunkett. Plunkett now 5 of 6. That's his first incompletion. He does have 59 yards. A huge 3rd and 6 coming here for the Raiders and the Dolphins. Again, Matthews the up back, Van Egan behind him. I formation, Chandler and Branch the wideouts, Plunkett under center. 3-4, defensive line split in, and Dewey will spy the quarterback on this. 3-4, zone coverage. Going to show blitz, but we're not going to blitz. Pass. Plunkett back to pass, and it's almost picked off. Oh, number 47. I think that was one of the Blackwood brothers. Number 40, I think that was Glenn Blackwood. And so the Miami defense holds. We throw a zone at them the last couple of times. Seemed to work. And now, are they going to try? No, they're going to punt. So 4th and 6, we're going to watch for the punt fake. Here's the punt. And it's going to go in the end zone. It's a touchback. So with 14:45 in the half and the Raiders leading 7-0, the Dolphins and the young David Woodley will take over 1st and 10 on their 20. Nathan and Williams are in the split backfield. Harrison Moore, the wideouts. Hardy is the tight end. And we're going to go I formation. So Tony Nathan's the up back. Williams behind him. We're going to give the ball to Delvin Williams. Trap left First and 10, and nowhere to go. That front seven smothers Delvin Williams, a loss of 1. No running game so far for the Dolphins. 2nd and 11 from their 19. Nathan will go out wide. Williams behind Woodley, who's under center. Harrison Moore the wideouts. Hardy's the tight end. We're going to look for Tony Nathan on a medium cross. Woodley back to pass. Under pressure. Deflected by the Mad Stork, Ted Hendricks. Holy cow. Ted Hendricks is all over the place. Raiders were in a 3-4 basic normal man with a delayed blitzer, and they were doubling Tony Nathan. So it brings up 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11. Delvin Williams screen. Under pressure, Woodley.
Holding offense. Number 68, 10-yard penalty.
So holding on Laxo, as Woodley was once again running for his life away from John Matuzak. The twos almost had him. Woodley was going down, trying to flip the ball forward to Delvin Williams. The Raiders decline. It'll be 4th down and 11. Here comes the punt team once again with George Roberts. And he'll try to boom this ball deep. Matthews back for the Raiders. Here's the snap, the punt. The last one's blocked by Hendricks and fielded at the 45 near midfield. Return of 6 yards by Matthews, brought down by Foley on the 37-yard punt. So the Raiders start off at midfield, up 7-0 with 13:38 to play in the first half. The winner advances to the Elite 8 of our tournament. Plunkett under center. Split backs Van Egan and Matthews. The wideouts, Branch and Chandler. The tight end, Chester, number 88, to the top of the screen. And let's bring Betters back in. Betters is rested. 3-4. Defensive line split in. Short zone basic. Penalty.
False start. Offense. Number 70, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
Lawrence comes out of his stance. And now back up the Raiders 5 yards. Now 1st and 15 from their 45. Again, 2 wideout split backs and a tight end. Plunkett under center. Dolphins in a 3-4. Dewey spying. A.J. Dewey spying Plunkett. We're going to show blitz. Pretend we're going to have tight coverage. And then once again, play a zone basic. And Plunkett gives it to Van Egan, the left side. Van Egan zigging and zagging with the outside. It is a huge run for Van Egan, a gain of 32. And Van Egan, in the play-in playoff game, rushed for 160 yards against the Packers. And he's off to another fast start. That's his 6th carry for 48 yards on a huge run. Great blocking up front. And we will watch that over. Van Egan hits the hole, gets through it, then goes to the out, zigging and zagging. And finally brought down by Rusty Chambers. And it's 1st and 10 for the Raiders on the Miami 23. Kenny King comes in to give Van Egan a breather. So it's Kenny King and Matthews in the split backfield. Branch the lone wide out. They go to a 2 tight end set, Chester and Ramsey. And Derek Ramsey will become a Patriot in future years. So they go to a 2 tight end set. Miami will counter with man defense and run. And Plunkett back to pass, dumps it to Kenny King out of the backfield. King brought down by Gordon and friends. That's Larry Gordon's 3rd tackle, a gain of 3. So it's 2nd and 7 with 12:42 to play in the half. 7-0 Oakland. The winner advances to Buffalo and the Elite 8. Van Egan back in the game now with Matthews, split backs. Chandler's back in the game with Branch at wideout. And Chester's at tight end, number 88, to the top of the screen. Gordon will blitz from the outside. Tight man coverage. Pass. Plunkett back to pass. He throws incomplete. Good coverage on Chandler by number 28, Don McNeil. Gordon applied the pressure on Plunkett. Plunkett had to release a little quicker than he wanted. Plunkett's now in shotgun, 3rd and 7 for the Miami 20. Dolphins trying to hold the Raiders to a field goal attempt, 59% from this range for Barr. Plunkett in shotgun, flanked on one side by Van Egan, on the other side by Matthews. The wideouts, Chandler and Branch. The tight end is Chester. Once again, the usual suspects. Dolphins go with a 3-3 nickel. They come with the extra defensive back, Don Besselieu. And they're going to blitz A.J. Dewey. Tight man coverage to choke off those slant routes. We're going to pretend to play loose. That's not going to normal. Loose. We're going to pretend to play normal and then jump up into tight man coverage. And pass. Shotgun. Here's the pressure. Complete the Branch for the touchdown on the medium fly. Under pressure, Plunkett, cool as the other side of the pillow, hits Branch in stride. He goes in for 6. That's Cliff Branch's 3rd reception, 49 yards, and add a TD to it now, and it's 13-0. We await the extra point. Here's the replay. Shotgun. The blitz doesn't get there, and Branch is in the end zone for 6. Here's the extra point, the snap, the place, and the kick. And it just sneaks in the left upright, and it's now 14-0. It's been all Raiders. And Chris Barr will now kick off. Back deep is Besselieu. The short men are Gianquinto and Harris. The return is on. Here's the kickoff by Barr. Returned by the 5, out close to the 25. It's a return of 20 for Besselieu, brought down by Harrison. And the Dolphins will start 1st and 10 on their 23, and that's it for the young David Woodley. We're going to go to the veteran, Bob Griese. So here comes Bob Griese, glasses and all. By this time in his career, he's playing football with glasses on. And the backs are Nathan and Williams. The wideouts, Harrison Moore, and the tight end is Hardy. Nathan will go out wide. Play action, fake, run, counter. Pitch right, Williams. There it is. Here's the pitch, and Williams is hit. The ball is loose, and the Raiders recover as Browning picks up the fumble. As Matuzak puts the pop on Williams, he puts the ball on the grass, and the Raiders come away with it, looking to smother the Dolphins, or as they say, squish the fish here in Oakland, and have a nice fish fillet. So here come Jim Plunkett and the Raiders. A turnover, and that's costly. 1st and 10 on the Miami 21, up 14-0 with 11:36 to play in the first half. Van Egan and Matthews, the split backs. Branch is the lone wideout. Chester and Ramsey in the 2 tight end set. Dewey will be spying the quarterback. Man coverage, basic. And the ball goes to Van Egan to the left. Brought down by Chambers, gain of 4 as he goes off tackle. That's Rusty Chambers' 4th tackle. 2nd and 6 from the Miami 17. They trail by 2 touchdowns. Plunkett under center. Split backs, 2 wideouts in the tight end. Chester, number 88, to the top of the screen. Dolphins in a 3-4. They need to make something happen here. Bowcamper is going to come on the delayed blitz. I'm going to show that we're playing tight, but then drop into a short zone. Pass. Plunkett back to pass. They pick the blitz up. He dumps it to his safety valve, Van Egan, who breaks a tackle, heads close to the 5. It's a gain of 12. Dewey makes the tackle. And once again, 1st and goal for the Raiders on the Miami 5. Mark Van Egan and Ted Hendrick are just going insane. Van Egan now with his 4th reception and 42 yards. How many times has Mark Van Egan touched the ball? Van Eegen has 7. He's touched the ball 11 times for 94 yards in total. That's insane. It's been all Van Eegen, Kenny King, and Branch. So first and goal from the Miami 5. Dolphins will go to a 4-3. They'll come with the extra defensive lineman. I formation for the Raiders. The up back is Matthews. Van Egen's behind him. Two tight end set of Ramsey and Chester. The lone wideout, the very dangerous Cliff Branch. Tight man coverage. Tight man coverage. Playing to the in. And the run. And they give it to Van Eegen. And he is brought down for no gain by Carl Basrich. And that's his first tackle. So it's second and goal with 10 minutes and 8 seconds left in the quarter and the half. 14-0 Raiders are looking to add more. Again, I formation, except this time they go to a 2 wideout set as Ramsey goes off the field and Chandler comes back on. So it's Branch and Chandler. The lone tight end is Chester. The up back is Matthews. Van Eegen behind him. Again, tight man coverage. Tight man coverage. Run. And Plunkett gives it to Van Eegen, and Van Eegen goes right up the middle. Touchdown. He now has 9 carries, 57 yards, and a TD. The Raiders can do no wrong here at Oakland Alameda Coliseum to the joy of their insane fans. And let's watch that Van Eegen touchdown run once again. It was almost like a delayed dive play. It's now 20-0. Barr for the extra point, the snap, and the place, and the kick. And it's blocked! Bollhammer gets in, blocks the extra point. There's finally some joy in Mudville, known as the Miami Dolphins sideline. So it's 20-0 with 9:30 to play. Will that spark the Dolphins to something offensively? As Bombhauer blocks the extra point. And Barr will now kick off. The return is on. It's 3 yards deep, and Besselu will down it. 1st and 10 on the 20. And here's the veteran, glasses and all. Once again, Bob Greasy, last time he was on the field. A run counter pitch out to Williams, and he fumbled the ball. Greasy going to look for Duriel Harris on the short hitch. 1st and 10. Here comes the blitz. Greasy under duress. Tries to dump it to Nathan. Incomplete. As once again, they're doubling Nathan out of the backfield. Nathan was the safety valve. So Lester Hayes just has Duriel Harris all wrapped up with Stickum. Once again, split backfield of Williams and Nathan. The wideouts Harris and Moore. The tight end is Hardy. Screen to the tight end Hardy. And it's complete. He's got blockers in front. He heads up the field, and a first down brought down by Hendrick. The tight end screen produces 15 yards. So Bob Greasy seeming to bring a calming influence to the Dolphins. So 1st and 10 on the Miami 35. Once again, we're going to go screen. This time we're going to go to Duriel Harris on the wide receiver screen. Incomplete, deflected by Martin. So it's 2nd and 10. Tony Nathan, trap left with Tony Nathan. And there's Nathan, he's got running room. He's close to the first down, and he has it. 1st and 10 for the Miami 45. Again, we're going to go Tony Nathan, trap left. And Nathan keeps his legs churning for 4 yards. Nathan at 91%. Let's get him out. And we're going to bring in Terry Rabisky. Love that hair. So Rabisky's in the game. It's Rabisky and Williams in the split backfield. Harris and Moore are the wideouts. Hardy is the tight end. Greasy under center. 2nd and 6 from the Miami 49. Robisky. Trap left. There goes Rabisky. And he only picks up 2. So Terry Trubisky picks up 2 on his first carry, brought down by Dave Browning. That's Browning's second tackle for the Raiders. And it brings up 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4, Trubisky will go out. And Tony Nathan will come back in. And coming in for Delvin Williams is Nick Gianquinto. In the split backfield, 3rd and 4. Screen to Nick Gianquinto. Greasy. Incomplete under duress. Once again, in the middle of it was John Matuzak. And going off the field is Hardy. And his return is questionable. So it's 4th and 4 on the Oakland 49. The Dolphins are down 20-0 with 5:58 to play in the half. Gianquinto goes out. Williams comes back in. Split backfield. As I think we're going to keep the offense on the field here. We haven't been able to stop them defensively. So it's going to be Williams and Nathan. The tight end now is Joe Rose. The wideouts, Harris and Moore. Short to the flat to Nathan. And we're going for it. Greasy back to pass. He hits Nathan. Nathan's got to turn it upfield. He has the first down and more. Finally brought down by Davis in the Oakland defensive backfield. And that's Mike Davis. First tackle. A nice play by the Dolphins. That's a 14-yard gain to Tony Nathan. He's going to come off the field. And Woody Bennett's going to come in. So it's going to be Bennett and Delvin Williams. And we're going to go to an I formation here. So Bennett's the up back. Williams behind him. And we're going to go run counter. Woody Bennett. Dive play. And there goes Bennett up the middle. He churns for 2. Brought down by Reggie Kinlaw. And that's Kinlaw's second tackle for the Raiders. 5:07 left in the half. 20-0 Raiders. The winner goes to the Elite Eight in a trip to Buffalo and upstate New York to face the Bills. Joe Ferguson and Joe Cribbs. 2nd and 8. Hardy is out with an injury. Rose is in at tight end. Short out to Joe Rose. Greasy back to pass. Deflected by Martin and almost picked off. Oh boy, the Dolphins breathe a sigh of relief there. So it's 3rd and 8 from the 33. Only a 16% chance of a field goal for Uwe von Schaman. 3rd and 8. I formation. So we're going to split backfield. Nathan comes back in the game. 3rd and 8. Definitely 2-down situation here. 3rd and 8. Third and 8. Medium hitch. Medium hitch to Nat Moore. Greasy back to pass. He dumps it to Williams out of the backfield and quickly brought down by McKinney. And Bob Greasy's going off the field. He's going to be off for a few plays. David Woodley comes back in, and that's Otis McKinney's first tackle. And now Oakland was in a dime, doubling Tony Nathan. So it's 4th and 5. A field goal attempt here is only 33%. So the young David Woodley back under center. Greasy was shooken up. The backfield is Nathan and Williams. It's a split backfield. Harris and Moore are the wideouts. Rose is the tight end. Rose will stay in the block. Woodley. Sweep left. Come on, Woodley. And there goes Woodley, and he can't turn the corner. Only a gain of 1. We didn't trust his arm. We tried to get him with a sweep left. Cool! The original Grognard says, I just finished 18 holes at Cabo. 4-player casual, all were middle-of-the-road players. I ended up 1 over, 17th hole killed me. Now to read the actual manual. That's the way I play, I just play. Excellent, good to hear that. The Raiders take over on downs with 4:22 to play, and they're up 20-0. Plunkett's under center, split backfield of Van Egan and Matthews. The wideouts Chandler, and Branch, the tight end, is Chester. Dolphins counter with a 3-4. 3-4. Going to play the run. And Plunkett, of course, throws to the flat. And that was Jim Plunkett's first really horrendous pass. Incomplete. Van Egan was open. Plunkett just claps his hands. Says we'll get him next time. Plunkett now 8 of 12 for 94 yards and a TD. I formation now. Plunkett under center. The up back is Matthews. Van Egan's behind him. The man from Colgate, I believe. And Chandler and Branch are the wideouts. Chester is the tight end, number 88, to the lower portion of the screen. Dolphins will play their defensive line in. They will show blitz, but they will not blitz. Also, will show a tight man coverage, but drop into a short zone. They're going to play pass. It's a give to Van Egan. Van Egan goes to his left. He picks up 5 yards on the trap, brought down by Doug Betters. And it's now 3rd and 5 with 4:09 to play. The clock is going tick, tick, tick in the half. The Raiders are up 20-0. Betters will come off the field, and Barnett will come in. And on 3rd and 5, Plunkett is in shotgun. We're actually going to go to a 3-3 nickel. Go with our extra defensive back, Taylor. And we're going to play a short zone again, pass. Shotgun snap to Plunkett. He gives it to Van Egan, who goes up the middle. He is stopped a yard short. The tackle was by Glenn Blackwood. It's 4th and 1, and we're going to put the punt block on. And the return. They don't get the block. Here comes the return. It's a return of 11 by Tony Nathan, brought down by Nelson. And Bob Greasy's back under center for the Dolphins. They trail by 20 with 2:55 to play in the half. Nathan is at 92. Let's get him out and bring in Gianquinto. So it's Gianquinto and Delvin Williams. And let's go screen right off the bat to Gianquinto. Greasy back to pass. They hit Gianquinto heard the footsteps of the Raiders' onslaught, and he dropped the ball. Greasy was under duress by Dave Browning. No Dolphin quarterback has been safe, as they've been all running for their lives, Charlie Brown. 2nd and 10 now. 2nd and 10. Rose still in for the injured Hardy. Play action fake. We're going to go let's get Gianquinto out of the game. Let's bring Robisky in the game. We're going to go max protect. Williams, Robisky, and Rose will all stay in the block. And a long slant to Duriel Harris. We're going to stick with the play. Greasy scrambling, complete to Harris on the long slant. And that is a huge gain as Harris burns Lester Hayes. That's a gain of 44. Max protect, and they still were chasing Greasy. Greasy, turning back the hands of time, scrambles away from the duress and hits Harris for 44 yards on the long slant. The touchdown-saving tackle by Burgess Owens. Actually, it was a zone defense, so we split the zone quite nicely. And the clock will run down to the 2-minute warning. So with 2 minutes to go, Dolphins down by 20, 1st and 10 on the Oakland 35. Can the Dolphins put some points up on the board? As Jake Cruz has joined us in the chat, he says, my Dolphins are losing. Huge gain. Yes, it was a huge gain. This Raiders team is very tough, Jake. I'm doing the best I can. So once again, we're going to go play action fake, max protect. Williams, Robisky, and Rose will all stay in the block. They will release at some point. And now, We're going to look for Nat Moore on a medium slant. Greasy back to pass, complete to Moore! And that's another first down, gain of 16. Clock going tick, tick, tick. 1st and 10 on the Oakland 19. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. And again, max protect. Williams, Rubisky, and Rose all stay in the block. The wideouts, Harris and Moore. Medium out to Nat Moore. Greasy back to pass, the blitz. They pick it up. He completes it. Rubisky out the backfield. Rubisky breaks a tackle, cuts back to the middle, and he is short by inches. So it's 2nd and inches. And the clock is stopped. Did someone get hurt? Oh, they say he stepped out of bounds. Okay. So it's 2nd and inches. So good job by Bob Greasy, the veteran off the bench. He has been shaken up, though. And it is 2nd and inches. We're going to go with a full house backfield of Williams, Rubisky, and Nathan. 2nd and inches. And Woodley will come back in. Dive play to Woodley. And there's the quarterback, and he's in there, score! Out of the full house backfield, David Woodley using his legs. And the Miami offensive line just pushing that Raider front 7 back on their heels and then running them over like gangbusters. And Woodley goes in for the score. And the Dolphins are on the board. So he gave them a different look, a little college full house backfield with a mobile David Woodley, who has thrown the ball god-awful. That's why Greasy's in the game, but he runs it in from, what was that, 5 yards out? And let's watch that replay. More than 5 yards out. Touchdown, David Woodley. Good job. Great blocking up front. And Bob Kuchenberg was pancaking Raiders as he went. So it's now 20-6. On that 9-yard run by David Woodley. Here's the extra point by Uwe von Schamen. The snap to place the kick, and von Schamen makes it 20-7. Remember, on the last touchdown score by the Raiders, the Dolphins blocked the extra point. That could come back to haunt Oakland. And here comes the kickoff by the Dolphins, fielded at the 5 and brought out by Matthews on the 24-yard return to the Oakland 29 with 55 seconds left in the half. And the Raiders are up 13. They have 3 timeouts. So do the Dolphins. And they're going to go with a 3 wide out set. The lone back is Mark Van Eegen, who has been absolutely outstanding. Tremendous running back. The wideouts are Branch Chandler and Martini, shaken but not stirred. The tight end, Raymond Chester, he's also very dangerous. Dolphins are going to counter with a 3-2 dime. The extra defensive backs are Taylor and Foley. And let's get bettors back in the game. And we're going to pretend to play tight man coverage and then drop into a zone. We're going to show blitz, but we're not going to blitz. Dewey will spy Plunkett, and we're going to play pass. Plunkett back to pass. Looks like a screen to Van Eegen. And Van Eegen has it. And he's brought down by McNeil. Gain of 7. We are not going to call a timeout. And the Raiders use their first. So it's 2nd and 3 from the Oakland 36. Again, the 3 wide out set of Branch Chandler and Martini. Van Eegen, the lone back behind Plunkett, who's under center. The tight end is Raymond Chester. Now to the bottom of the screen, number 88. The Dolphins again stay in that 3-2 dime. They're going to show blitz, show a tight man coverage, but again drop into a zone. Play pass. Plunkett back to pass, looking, plenty of time. Fires to the out to Branch. Branch with a big gainer. brought down by Smalls. That's a 29-yard gain. Branch now has 4 receptions, 78 yards, 19.5 yards a reception, and a TD. Plunkett now 10 of 14 for 130 yards. And Branch got out of bounds, so they beat the zone coverage. Again, 3 wide out set for the Raiders. 34 seconds left in the half. They're up 20-7 over the Dolphins. The winner advances to the Elite Eight in our one-and-done 1980 Action PC football tournament. And now we're going to blitz Dewey on the delay. Tight man coverage. Pass. Here comes the blitz. Plunkett gives it to Van Egan. Van Egan goes up the middle for 3 on the draw, tackled by Kim Bocamper. We will not call timeout. The Raiders use their second. They have 1 left and 24 seconds in the half to work with. They're up 20-7, 2nd and 7 on the Miami 32. Plunkett's now in shotgun. Again, the 3 wide out set. The lone tight end Chester at the bottom of the screen. Van Egan is in the shotgun backfield with Plunkett. The Dolphins again are in a 3-2 dime. And this time they will blitz Bocamper. Dewey spying the quarterback. Tight man coverage. Pass. Shotgun snap. Over the middle. Almost picked. Incomplete. Oh, Dolphins almost jumped the route. As Taylor, the extra defensive back, they were looking for Chandler on the short slant. He nearly jumped the route. And it brings up 3rd and 7 with 19 seconds to go. Only a 37% chance of Chris Barr making a field goal attempt from here. Dolphins will stay in their 3-2 3-2 dime. 3 down linemen, 2 backers, and the rest are defensive backs. Raiders, Plunkett's in the shotgun. Van Egan's with him. Chandler and Branch and Martini are the wideouts. Branch and Martini to the lower portion of the screen with Raymond Chester, the tight end, tight to the line. Dewey will blitz. Tight man coverage. And we're going to double Chester on a medium, the tight end. Here comes the pass. Defense. Plunkett looking. He completes it to Branch. Branch is brought down short of the first down. 4th and 1. 4th and 1. And they're going to attempt a field goal. Here comes Chris Barr and the field goal team. This will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the 26 of Miami. You add 17, so that's 43 yards. We're going to go for the block, the kick, the snap, the place, the punt. And he misses wide left. Wide left, so Barr has had an extra point block, and now he misses the 43-yard field goal. And the Dolphins take over 1st and 10 on their 26 with 6 seconds left in the half. We're going to go max protect. Greasy back in the game. Max protect. Williams, Robisky, and Rose will all stay in the block. And we're going to heave one up. Try to get a pass interference card to Nat Moore. Greasy back to pass. He scrambles, looking. He fires, incomplete. Moore wanted the flag, but the half ends. Oh, my Lord. The defender was draped all over him. Moore wanted the flag on Osteen. The Dolphins, that's what they're looking for, either a completion or a flag. Possibly get a quick field goal out of it, as the half would not have ended on a defensive penalty. But it does, incomplete. We move to the 3rd quarter. It's 20-7 Oakland, and the Dolphins will be kicking off. Just show you the scoring. Oakland got on the board first after Mark Van Egan basically got them all the way down the field. Kenny King took it the final 5 yards. A Barr extra point, 7-0. That was a 4:13 mark in the first quarter. They would score again at the 11:51 mark in the second quarter. Plunkett a 20-yard pass to Branch. The kick was good, 14-0. And then at the 9:30 mark of the second quarter, Van Egan went in from 5, and the extra point was blocked, so it was 20-0. With a minute 2 left in the half, Out of a full house backfield, college set, David Woodley comes back on the field and rushes the final 9 yards. Uwe von Schamann kicks the extra point, and the Dolphins are finally on the board. We start the third quarter 20-7. Greasy is 6 of 12 for 102 yards in relief of Woodley. Woodley was 5 of 10 for 30 yards and was sacked once. Plunkett, 11 of 16 for 136 yards and a touchdown. Mark Van Egan, 12 carries, 69 yards in the TD, and he's also had 5 receptions for 49 yards. Here we go to the third quarter. Back deep is Matthews for the Raiders. The short men are Whittington and Moody. Here's the kickoff by Uwe von Schamann. He's going to try to strike this ball and send it deep. It'll be fielded around the 11. It's a 20-yard return by Whittington, brought down by Allen. So the Raiders will start the second half of football up by 13, 20-7 over the Dolphins. First and 10 on their 31. I formation. Matthews is the up back. Van Egan behind him. Plunkett's under center. Chandler and Branch are the wideouts. Chester, number 88, now to the top of the screen is a tight end. Once again, the usual suspects. Dolphins are in a 3-4. Going to bring their defensive line in. They're going to show a tight defense, but once again, they're going to drop into a short zone basic. And it's a give to Van Egan. Van Egan goes to the right off tackle, picks up 6 yards, brought down by A.J. Dewey. That's A.J. Dewey's third tackle. And it'll be 2nd and 4 from the Oakland 37. Again, an I formation, 2 wide out set, 1 tight end. Dolphins counter with a 3-4. Dewey spying the quarterback. And again, we're going to show a tight defense. But then we're going to drop into a normal man. Actually, short zone once again. Show the tight defense. There we go. Pass. Plunkett back to pass, looking, dumps it, complete to Chester, the tight end to the out. He breaks 1 tackle, but then is brought down by Glenn Blackwood. And that's Raymond Chester's first reception for 12 yards. That will move the chain. So 1st and 10 on the Oakland 49 as they approach midfield. I formation for the Raiders. Matthews the up back, Van Egan behind him. Chandler and Branch the wideouts. Chester, who just made the reception, number 88, lower portion of the screen, tight to the line. Once again, 3-4 defensive setup for the Dolphins. Tight man coverage. They're going to blitz Dewey up the middle on a delay basic. And it's a give to Van Egan outside left. And it's a gain of 9. Excellent blocking up front by Marvin and Upshaw on the sweep. Reminiscent of a Vince Lombardi power sweep for the Packers of the 60s. Rusty Chambers makes his 6th tackle. Van Egan, 14 carries, 84 yards, and a touchdown. Brings up a 2nd and 1 from the Miami 42. Split backfield of Van Egan and Matthews. Branch and Chandler, the wideouts. Chester is the tight end. Top portion of the screen, number 88. Tight man coverage. Play their defensive line in. Can key Mark Van Egan on the run. They give it to Van Egan. He keeps his legs churning. He picks up 4. Initial hit in the backfield. He breaks the tackle. A.J. Dewey finally cleans up the mess, but it's too late. 4-yard gain and a first down. 1st and 10 on the Miami 38. 12:43 to play in the third quarter. Oakland 20, Miami 7. I formation. Matthews the up back, Van Egan behind him. Chandler, Branch the wideouts, Chester the tight end, now to the lower portion of the screen. Dolphins in a 3-4 with Dewey spying. We're going to play the run out of the 3-4. Plunkett back to pass, almost picked off by number 47, Glenn Blackwood. Oh, they need it. He jumped the route. Couldn't keep his hands on the ball. Plunkett now 12 of 18 for 148 yards in a TD. That was a short out to Chester, and the Dolphins had that one sniffed out. So it's 2nd and 10. Clock stops with 12:06 to play in the third quarter. Split backs, 2 wideouts and a tight end. Dolphins again in the 3-4. They're going to blitz Camper from the outside. Tight man coverage. Pass. Plunkett back to pass. The blitz doesn't get there.
Roughing the passer.
Oh, my
Number
God.
58,
Oh, my God. Don
Automatic
Shula is going spastic on the sidelines, as well as the rest of the Dolphins, as they call roughing the passer on Camper. Shades of 1976 and that bullshit call on the Patriots on Sugar Bear Hamilton on Ken Stabler, excuse me. So that will be an automatic first down. So now 1st and 10 on the Miami 23. I formation, Matthews the up back. Van Egan, the Colgate Ivy League grad behind him. Chandler and Branch the wideouts. Chester is the tight end. All out blitz. Camper, Dewey, and Gordon on the delay. Tight man coverage. Basic. And here comes a blitz, and down goes Plunkett. 3 linebackers went, and down went Plunkett. A.J. Dewey picks up the sack, and it's 2nd and 11 from the Miami 24. It's the first time they've gotten to Plunkett. Well, besides that BS call we just saw, roughing the passer nonsense. They break the huddle. Plunkett goes under center. Van Egan and Matthews, the split backs. Chandler and Branch, the wideouts. Chester, the tight end, number 88, top portion of the screen. Dolphins stay in that 3-4. Barnett's going to go off, and Betters will come back in. 2nd and 11. And they're going to send Dewey once again on a delayed blitz. Tight man coverage, basic. And Dewey misses Van Egan, who goes by him. He picks up 4, but finally is wrapped up by Gerald Small, and that's Small's 4th tackle, and brings up a 3rd and 7. Field goal attempt from here, if no yards were gained, 59%. Remember, Barr has had an extra point blocked, and he has missed a field goal. As Jake Cruz in the chat says, charity penalty, the roughing the passer. Yes, it was. So 3rd and 7, again, a tight man coverage. Actually, we're going to show tight man coverage. Let's go to the short zone. Show tight man. Come on. Man, tight, short zone. I want to drop into a short zone. Oh, it's going to drive me nuts. Normal, short zone, tight. All right, normal coverage. Then we're going to drop into a short zone. All right, it's not going to let me do it. So we'll show a normal coverage, then drop to a short zone. And we're going to blitz Gordon from the outside. Dewey spying the quarterback. 3rd and 7 pass. Plunkett back to pass. Complete to Chandler. And he is in for the score. He cuts to the middle. And he's in for pay dirt. Bob Chandler's first reception goes 20 yards and produces 6 points. And it's now 26-7 Raiders with 10:30 to play in the 3rd quarter. Here's the replay. Plunkett to Chandler. As Plunkett hits Chandler in stride for the touchdown. Here's the extra point attempt. And it's good. 27-20. Raiders up by 20. With 10:30 to play in the 3rd quarter. Here's the kickoff and the return. Dolphins field it inside their 5 and bring it out past their 25. Bessalou with a 24-yard return brought down by McKinney. And here comes a veteran, Bob Greasy. Split backfield of Nathan and Williams. The wideouts, Harris and Moore, and Hardy's back in the game at tight end. Play action fake, max protect. Williams, Nathan, and Hardy will all stay in the block. Long slant, Nat Moore. Play action fake. Greasy back to pass under duress. He throws. Intercepted by Lester Hayes. And he brings it back. Did he get in? Touchdown, Hayes! Oh, Lester Hayes. Mr. Stickum picks it off and goes the other way for 6. And that's a big ouch. Now let's watch that replay as the colors will change. Picked off by number 37. He's in for 6. Here's the extra point from Barr. And just like that, as that sneaks in the right side, it's 34-7. Once again, the Raiders will kick off. The return from the goal line brought out to the 23-yard line by Besselieu. So the Cowboys are circling, or the Dolphins are circling the wagons here at Oakland Alameda Coliseum as the slaughter is on. Screen pass to Tony Nathan from Bob Greasy on 1st and 10. And Nathan has it. Blockers out in front of him. And he's got the first down. It's a gain of 13. Dolphins go to a hurry-up, trying to change the mojo here. We're going to look for Hardy, the tight end. Short cross. Greasy back to pass under duress. Deflected by the mad Stork Hendrick. He almost picked it off on his own deflection. Bubba Husky's joined us in the chat. Hope all is well. Drive carefully, Jake Cruz, my friend. So it's 2nd and 10 from the Dolphin 36. Split backs, Williams and Nathan. The wideouts, Harris and Moore. The tight end is Hardy. Screen pass to Hardy, the tight end. Greasy doesn't like what he sees. He's going to go medium fly to Duriel Harris. Greasy back to pass. And under pressure, Matt Millen, the Penn State grad, brings him down. Greasy goes to the turf for the first time. Oakland was in a 4-3 basic pass coverage, doubling Tony Nathan. And Millen, the blitzer, got to Bob Greasy. 3rd and 17 with under 10 minutes to play in the third quarter, and Oakland with a comfortable 34-7 lead. It will be a screen to Tony Nathan. And Nathan has it. Blockers out in front. And a big run by Nathan. That's a gain of 14, 3 yards short. So 4th and 3. Dolphins offense will stay on the field on their own 43. They need to pick this up. They're getting the bejesus beat out of them. Nathan now 7 receptions, 72 yards. And we're going to go screen the other way to Williams. 4th and 3. We're going for it. Greasy. Complete to Williams. He's got a head upfield. He's got the first down and more. Brought down by Matt Millen. That is a gain of 12. Once again, the Dolphins go to the hurry-up. Medium out. Duriel Harris. Greasy. Back to pass. Pocket holds up. Oh, Lester Hayes tried to jump the route for his second pick 6. Incomplete. He dropped the... they're going to say Harris dropped the ball, but they were tangled up with one another. So it is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Tony Nathan. Screen pass to Nathan. Greasy. Medium fly. He's going to audible. Nat Moore. Greasy back to pass. Complete to Moore on the medium fly. Brought down at the 30 or close to it. Gain of 15. It's Osteen. Dwayne Osteen brings him down. Dolphins once again go to that hurry up. Greasy winging the ball all over the field. Nat Moore's second reception for 31 yards. Screen to Delvin Williams. Greasy back to pass. They set the screen up. Incomplete. As Reggie Kenlaw was chasing down Bob Greasy. As Drinks and Nose Things stops in to say hello. Thank you very much, my friend. Check out that fun channel. A plethora of Game of Thrones on there. So it's 2nd and 10. 6:39 to play in the third quarter. Oakland's up 34-7 over the Dolphins. Screen pass the other way. Now Tony Nathan on 2nd and 10. Greasy back to pass. And again, incomplete. John Matuzak applying the pressure. That's his third hurry. Greasy again running for his life like Charlie Brown. Nathan will come out of the game. Needs a breather. Robisky will come in. Play action pass. Max Williams and Robisky will stay in the block. Hardy's at 89. Medium cross to Hardy on 3rd and 10. Extra blockers. Complete to Hardy over the middle. He's got the first down. Brought down by Davis. Gain of 12. Nice toss by Greasy to Hardy. Hardy will come out for a breather. Rose will come in. Joe Rose is now in. Again, play action fake. Williams and Robisky will stay in the block. We're going to go to Joe Rose, the backup tight end, on the short slant. And here comes the blitz. They pick it up, complete to Rose. He can't break Davis's tackle. That is a gain of 8. And Towles will go to the sideline, and he looks out for the game. That is a serious injury that could really hamper what little offense the Dolphins have been able to produce. Tony Nathan will come back in the game. So it's Nathan and Delvin Williams in the split backfield. Harrison Moore, the wideouts. Rose is the tight end. Play action fake, run counter, pitch left. Pitch left, Tony Nathan. Can Nathan get around the corner? Oh, he does! Gain of 9, 1st and goal from the Oakland 1. Oh, touchdown saving tackle for the moment by Dave Browning. Let's watch that replay on the play action fake pitch left run counter. Oh, I thought we were in. And once again, the Dolphins will now go with a full house backfield. And here's David Woodley, the youngster, back in at quarterback. So the backfield is Williams, Robisky, and Nathan. Woodley will get the call on the dive. And Woodley's in for his 2nd rushing touchdown out of the college formation. Woodley plunges in from 1 yard out. And it's now 34-13. And let's watch David Woodley's 2nd run out of the full house backfield. The quarterback takes it in, the youngster, for the 2nd time. Here's the extra point attempt by Uwe von Schaman.
Offsides. Defense. 5-yard penalty.
It'll be assessed on the kickoff. So it's now 34-14. Here comes the onside kick. And Lawrence recovers it for the Raiders. He comes away from the bottom of the pile as the Dolphins try to surprise the Raiders with the onside kick. But the Raiders will take over 1st and 10 on their 39. We almost had it. Dolphins need a stop here. They trail by 20. Split backfield for the Raiders. Van Egan and Matthews, Branch and Chandler, the wideouts. Chester is the tight end. And we're going to play man defense and key Van Egan on the run. It's a pitch out to Van Egan, and he is brought down hard to the turf after a 2-yard gain by Larry Gordon as the Dolphins swarm to Van Egan. Van Egan now 17 carries, 94 yards, and a touchdown for the Colgate graduate. Bring up 2nd and 8 from the Oakland 41, 5:08 left in the 3rd quarter. The Raiders are up 20. I formation. Matthews is the up back. Van Egan behind him. Branch and Chandler the wideouts. Chester's the tight end, number 88, to the top of the screen. All 3 linebacker blitz for the Dolphins. Bowcamper, Dewey, and Gordon. Chambers will spy the quarterback. Tight man coverage. Pass. And it's a give to Van Egan, and he is met by the entire Dolphin defense. That is a 4-yard loss. Nice to meet you, Mr. Mark Van Egan. The tackle will be credited to Vern Den Herder. Boingy, boingy, boing. And that's his 3rd tackle, as that was in honor of Ron Juckett, our good friend from Retro Sports Network, who was in the chat earlier, but has since hit the snooze button. So check out that channel, Retro Sports Network, along with the original Grognard and Drinks and Nose Things podcast. Hello, D. Scott Howard. So a huge 3rd and 12 here with 4:23 to play in the third quarter. A 3rd and 12. And again, we're going all-out blitz with our 3 blitzing linebackers. Chambers, the lone linebacker, will stay back. We'll spy the quarterback, and we're going tight man coverage pass. Trying to put the pressure on Plunkett. Plunkett throws, intercepted by Smalls! Yes! Gerald Smalls, Plunkett under duress, throws to the out, and Cliff Branch and Gerald Smalls steps in front of it. The Dolphins are in business with that interception by Smalls. 1st and 10 on the Oakland 28. Let's watch that replay. We brought the pressure, and Smalls gets the pick. So here comes Bob Greasy. David Woodley will not be quarterbacking. He comes in on our little full house backfield. So here's Greasy. And the split backs are Williams and Nathan. Nathan is laboring. He's at 91%. Dolphins down by 20, but they get the pick here. The wideouts, Harrison Moore. The tight end is Rose. Play action fake. Play action fake. Williams and Nathan will stay in the block. We're going to look for the tight end, Joe Rose, on a medium slant. Play action fake. Greasy looking for the quick strike. Oh, he just missed Rose. Led him a little too far. Oh, boy. Just off Rose's fingertips. If he had caught it, he was in for 6. 2nd and 10. Screen to Tony Nathan. Greasy doesn't like what he sees. Medium hitch to Joe Rose, the tight end. Greasy back to pass, under pressure, scrambling away, dumps it down to Delvin Williams. Williams struggles for 4 yards, brought down by Rod Martin, and that will bring up a 3rd and 6. A field goal attempt here by Uwe von Schaman. If no yards are gained, only 44%. Field goals aren't going to do it, folks, when you're down 20 with 3:17 to play in the third quarter. Could be 2 down territory here. Nathan at 89%. Screen pass to Tony Nathan on 3rd and 6. We're going to stick with the play call. And Greasy, incomplete. Pressure was applied once again. Nathan will go out. And Robisky will come in. So it's Terry Robisky with that hair. You got to love that hair. And it is 4th and 6. The field goal is under 50%, so had it be better, if it was better than that, I would put the 3 points up on the board, but 44% from here. Uwe von Schaman, this would be a 41-yard field goal attempt, and he's only at a 44% there. We got a better shot at picking up the 1st down on 4th and 6. 4th and 6. Let's bring Hardy back in the game. Actually, let's keep Rose in the game. Cancel. 4th and 6. Short hitch. Williams and Robisky will stay in the block. Short hitch. Joe Rose. 4th and 6. Stick with the play call. Short hitch. Greasy back to pass, deflected by Jackson as he steps in front of the short hitch to Rose, and it's a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't capitalize on the interception. Raiders take over 1st and 10, up by 20, 34-14, with 2:25 to play in the third quarter on their own 24. I formation. Matthews and Van Egan are the Matthews is the up back, Van Egan behind him. The wideouts, Chandler and Branch. The tight end is Raymond Chester, number 88, to the top of the screen. Greasy's now 13-27, 180 yards and a pick. That was Monty Jackson's first deflection. And we're going to go with a tight man coverage. We're blitzing Bocamper, Dewey, and Gordon. Chambers will be spying the quarterback, and we're going to play a basic defense. It's a give to Van Egan. He runs past the blitzers. That's a gain of 6. Bocamper gets the tackle. That's his second. Beatles Eternalities join us in the chat. Another wonderful channel. Check him out. All things baseball, music, magic, science, all cool stuff for our good friend Beatles Eternally. Dave Little has also joined us. Hope all is well. 2:16 to play in the third quarter. Second and four. Keying Van Egan on the run. They give it to Van Egan, and he is brought down by Doug Betters. Gain of 3 brings up a 3rd and 1 with 1:32 to play in the third quarter. Oakland 34, Miami 14. Split backfield of Van Egan and Matthews. Plunkett's under center. 2 tight end set now for the Raiders, Chester and Ramsey. The lone wide out, the dangerous Cliff Branch. Tight man coverage. Defensive line playing to the end. We're sending our 3 blitzing linebackers. And we're going to play goal line. And it's a pitch out to Matthews. He gets around the corner. Jeez. Gain of 10. And that's Matthews. Gain of 10. Is that only like his second carry or first? Nice blocking by Upshaw. First carry, 10 yards. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. Raiders now have it 1st and 10 on their 43. I formation. 2 wideouts and a tight end. We're going to play Van Egan on the run. Plunkett gives it to Van Egan, and Van Egan is smothered under. A loss of 1, and that ends the third quarter. 15 minutes of football left in the Dolphins' life here. Football life. They trail by 20. 34-14. The winner will go to cold Buffalo and face the Bills in the Elite Eight in upstate New York. And again, it is 2nd and 11. We're going to show blitz, but we're not going to blitz. We're going to drop back in a zone, and we're going to play pass on 2nd and 11. Plunkett back to pass. Over the middle of the tight end, Chester brought down by Blackwood quickly, but it's a gain of 7. Leaves a 3rd and 4. 14:52 left in the ball game. Dolphins need a stop here. Split backs, Matthews and Van Egan. The wideouts, Chandler and Branch. The tight end who just caught the ball, Raymond Chester, now has 2 receptions, 19 yards. Lower portion of the screen, tight to the line. Short zone, pass. Plunkett gives it to Van Egan on the delay. He's close to the first down, and he has it. Kept his legs churning. Mark Van Egan goes over the century mark. 22 carries, 103 yards. That's 4.7 yards a carry. And a touchdown for the Colgate graduate, Mark Van Egan, Mr. All Everything. And it's 1st and 10 from the Miami 46. Raiders go to their ground and pound 2 tight end offense. Chester and Ramsey, the tight ends. The split backs, Van Egan and Matthews. The lone wide out, the very dangerous Cliff Branch. Short zone, basic. And they give it to Van Egan. Hey, did a little up the middle. He picks up 5 more yards. Van Egan just churning out the yards and churning the Dolphins into dolphin tuna. Bobby Cantilano has joined us in the chat. Hope all is well. Good friend Bobby. So with 13:15 to play, the Raiders just ramming the ball down the Dolphins' throat. We're going to key Van Egan on the run. They give it to Van Egan, and this time a little payback, a loss of 1. And Doug Betters wings Van Egan to the ground. There's some pushing and shoving. Order is restored by the Zebras. 3rd and 6. I formation. Matthews is the up back. Van Egan behind him. Chandler and Branch are the 2 wideouts. The lone tight end, Raymond Chester, number 88, lower portion of the screen. Dolphins counter with a 3-4 defense. And Chambers is spying Plunkett. 3rd and 6. Dewey will blitz up the middle. Defensive line will play out. Zone pass. Plunkett back to pass. Complete the Branch over the middle. First down. Big gainer. Finally brought down by Besselieu. And Cliff Branch has gone over the century mark with his 6th reception. Now has 107 yards. That's 17.8 yards of reception and a touchdown. Besselieu with his first tackle. The Raiders are 6 and 10 in 3rd down conversions. All hope is pretty much lost for the Dolphins. They needed to score after that interception, but they could not. And now the Raiders are making them pay. They have it 1st and 10 on the Miami 19. We're going to key Van Egan on the run. It's a give to Van Egan, and Van Egan smothered under. Trap right, went nowhere. Larry Gordon brings him down. Gordon with 9 tackles. 10:57 left in the game. The Raiders up 20. Again, we're going to key... Oh, Kenny King comes in. We're going to key King on the run, and they give it to Kenny King. And Gordon picks up tackle number 10. No quit in Larry Gordon in the Miami Dolphins. So it brings up 3rd and 10. King and Matthews in the split backfield. The former Heisman Trophy winner from Stanford, Jim Plunkett, under center. Now an aging quarterback with his 3rd team drafted by the Patriots, was traded to the 49ers and then was cut and picked up, I believe, in 1979 by the Raiders. Did not play that whole year and came in to lead the Raiders to a Super Bowl victory after Dan Pastorini got injured early in the year. So 3rd and 10, and we're going to play a man coverage, actually tight man coverage, and we're going to blitz Camper and Gordon, our outside linebackers, and pass. Plunkett back to pass. They pick up the blitz over the middle, complete to Kenny King. He breaks a tackle and picks up the extra yard. 1st and goal from the 8. Oh, Kenny King was going to be stopped short. Not that it mattered, but he broke the tackle, picks up the extra yards. Now, 1st and goal, 2 tight ends set for the Raiders of Chester and Ramsey. I formation. Whittington's now in at running back. Number 22, the up back is Matthews. And we're going to key Whittington on the run. They pitch it out to Whittington. He gets around the corner, picks up 5. And Larry Gordon, Johnny on the spot, the one bright news on the Dolphins defense, gets tackle number 11. And again, we're going to key Whittington on the run. They pitch it out again to Whittington. And Camper brings him down. That's a loss of 4. As the Dolphins defense swarms all over him in the backfield. And it's 3rd and goal from the Miami 7. Kenny King comes back in the game with Matthews. Split backfield. Chandler and Branch the wideouts. Chester is the tight end, lower portion of the screen. We're going to play a short zone pass. Plunkett gives it to Kenny King, and he will get nothing. No gain. Tackle by Bill Barnett. We're going to try to block the field goal snap, and the field goal is good by Barr, 37-14. It's a 23-point lead for the Raiders and only 7:39 to play in the Dolphins season here. Here's the kickoff. The return is on. It's going to be short, fielded at the 15, brought out past the 35 by Besselu. And here's Bob Greasy. We're going to go to a 2 tight end. No, we're not going to do that. Tony Nathan comes back in the game. Screen to Tony Nathan. 70% chance of completing this. And it's complete to Nathan. Nathan takes it past the 1st down marker, tackled by the Mad Stork. Ted Hendricks has been absolutely outstanding in this game. They were doubling Nathan even on the screen, but he picks up 12. Tony Nathan now 8 receptions, 84 yards. Hendricks with 7 tackles, 2 deflections, a blocked punt. Dolphins in a hurry up. They need to score quickly. Bomb post to Nat Moore. Greasy back to pass, looking, fires, incomplete. They wanted a flag on Dwayne Oldstein, but they didn't get it. 2nd and 10. Screen to Delvin Williams the other way. Greasy setting up the screen. Williams has it. Blockers out in front. Delvin Williams picks up 5. Clock's going tick, tick, tick. Dolphins quickly get to the line of scrimmage. Greasy barks out the signals quickly. Nathan and Williams split backfield. Harris and Moore, the wideouts. Rose is the tight end. They're going to look for Rose. Medium fly, Joe Rose. Greasy under duress. Complete to Rose. Rose brought down at the 35-yard line. Gain of 12. Again, they quickly get to the line of scrimmage. Looking for Duriel Harris. Medium hitch. Medium out. Greasy looking. Complete to Harris. He beats Lester Hayes. And that is a pickup of 17. Again, quickly to the line of scrimmage. Greasy barking out the signals. Corner fade. Nat Moore. He throws it up to the corner. Oh! Moore drops the touchdown pass. Greasy put the ball there. Only Moore could have caught it, and he did not. That's Moore's second drop. Clock stops on the incompletion. 6:02 to play in the game. Duriel Harris, medium hitch. Greasy, here's the blitz. Incomplete. Hayes, good coverage on Harris. 3rd and 10. 5:56 to play. Oakland 37, Miami 14, the winner. And it's looking like the Raiders will have a trip to cold upstate New York and face the Buffalo Bills in the Elite Eight. Tony Nathan in the flat. Penalty.
False start.
Of course.
Offense, number 64, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 3rd down.
Newman comes out of his stance. Not that it matters. 3rd and 15. 3rd and 15. Nathan. On the screen, Tony Nathan, 3rd and 15. Nathan has it. Blockers in front. Nathan cutting towards the middle. Brought down by Hendricks. The Mad Stork picks up his 8th tackle. That's a gain of 10. 4th and 5. 4th and 5. %67% chance of a field goal. And we go for the onside kick. Here comes Uwe von Schamann, the field goal attempt, and the jackass missed it. You son of a bitch. So there will be no onside kick because Uwe von Schamann just shanked the field goal. And the Raiders take over. We would have pulled it within 20 and made it a 3-score game. We needed the 4 scores anyway. But Uwe von Schamann misses. He's Uwe von Poopy. And we're going to key Van Egan on the run, as he'll try to run the clock out. Chambers with the tackle, and that's Rusty Chambers, Bubba Husky's favorite football player. 7th tackle. Van Egan, 26 carries, 109 yards. Again, we'll key Van Egan in the run. But Plunkett, back to pass, firing deep. Oh, my Lord. What were they thinking? Good defense by Blackwood. I think that was Blackwood, or Smalls. That was Small who has picked off Plunkett. It's now 3rd and 8, and we're going to go all-out blitz with our 3 blitzing linebackers. Chambers will stay back. He's our, spy Plunkett. We're going to go tight man coverage, pass, and Plunkett gives it to number 31, Jensen, and he is tackled. We're going to go for the block punt, and here's the punt. They get it off under duress, and Millen makes the tackle on Nathan with no blocking, only a 1-yard gain, so 3:24 left to play in the game. And the Dolphins need to score and score quickly. Max protect. Williams, Nathan, Rose will all stay in the block, then release. So we'll either go to, it's a bomb post to Nat Moore. Greasy back to pass, complete to Harris as Harris breaks off the route. Gain of 12, they go to the hurry up again. Max protect. Williams, Nathan, and Rose will all stay in the block. We're going to look for Duriel Harris on a medium fly. Penalty, come on.
False start. Offense, number 89, 5-yard penalty. Repeat,
so
first
Nat
down.
Moore, number 89, the wide receiver, comes out of his stance way too quick. Hello, Brad 62's joined us in the chat as he says, "Go Al, go." Well, the Dolphins are getting it handed to them. It would have been interesting had Uwe von Schamann made the field goal to see if we got the onside kick, but, the jackass missed the field goal. Not that it would have mattered, but it would have been interesting at least. We needed 4 scores anyway. You might as well. 67%, you're hoping the guy makes the field goal. All right. Screen to Tony Nathan. Best offensive play. We're going to stick with it. Nathan has it. Takes it upfield. Brought down after a 10-yard gain. Nathan now goes over the century mark in receptions. 10 receptions, 104 yards. That's 10.4 yards a carry. Dolphins going to hurry up. 2nd and 5. Long hitch. To Tony Nathan out of the backfield. Greasy looking. Oh! And that was almost picked by number 83, the Mad Stork. Greasy running for his life. Charlie Brown applying the pressure is Dave Browning. That's Bob Greasy's fifth bad pass today. 3rd and 5. Actually, let's take Nathan out. Let's take Nathan out of the game for a moment. Ribisky comes in. Screen pass the other way to Delvin Williams. And Williams has it. Turning upfield, Williams. 1st down and near the 30. Gain of 17. 10th tackle for the Mad Stork, Ted Hendricks. Clock running. 2:12 left in the game. Long out to Nate Moore. And they can't get the playoff. 2 minutes left in the Dolphins season. They trail by 23. Long out. Nat Moore. Greasy back to pass. Looking. Fires! And Moore drops another touchdown pass. Oh, my Lord. He dropped the corner fade. And now he drops a long out. Those should have been 2 touchdown passes. Greasy put it right on his hands. Brad says, where did you get the photos? Go to 2nd and 10, Brad. 2nd and 10 website. Then go to... You can also go to Replay Field of Dreams, but 2nd and 10 had a bunch of photos. It's called like the Photo Project or something. So, but you can also go to Field of Dreams. 2nd and 10. Rose is fatigued. Hardy comes in. Long out to Duriel Harris. Lester Hayes will be in coverage. Looking, fired, complete to Harris. Touchdown! Bob Greasy has thrown the ball 41 times at this advanced age in his Coke bottle glasses. Completed 22. He's thrown for 340 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. Nat Moore's dropped 2 of them. But Harris holds on. It's now 37-20. See, it would have been interesting had Uwe von Schaman made the freaking field goal. Here comes the extra point by Uwe von Poopy. And it is good. And here comes the onside kick. Come on, pick it up. And nope. Chandler recovers it for the hands team for the Raiders. And now we will attempt to break Jim Plunkett's leg. As we're blitzing all of our linebackers, tight man coverage, run. They give it to Van Egan, and he is smothered. And yes, we're going to call timeout. And once again, tight man coverage, blitzing our 3 linebackers that can blitz, who have blitz ratings. Chambers will spy the quarterback, and we're going to play run, tight man coverage. And Van Egan again, brought down by Rusty Chambers. Again, Bubba Husky's favorite player. That's 9 tackles for Chambers. We use our 2nd timeout, 1 left. Tight man coverage. Blitzing Bowcamper, Dewey, Gordon, Chambers, spying Plunkett. Would they pass? Would they be dumb enough to pass? Basic. And they're going to give it to Van Egan. He's brought down by Vern Denherter. Boingy, boingy, boing. We use our last timeout. They're going to have to punt. We're going to try to block the punt. Here's the snap. The punt is a shank job. And here come the Dolphins with 1:11 left. We need to throw one up and pray. As why they just showed us a replay, I don't know. Ribisky will go out. Nathan will come back in. Nathan will go out wide. Hardy will go to the top. So Williams and Hardy will stay in the block. Nathan. Long fly to Tony Nathan. Greasy looking, throws to Nathan, incomplete. And I want to say in coverage was Hendrick. Let's watch that replay. Was 83 covering him? Yes, 83 was covering him, and we can't connect up. 1:03 left in the game. Long out to Duriel Harris. Stick with the play call. Greasy back to pass. Looking. Deflected by Lester Hayes. Intercepted by Osteen. And that's Dwayne Osteen's second interception of the playoff tournament. And this ball game is over. It's been over for a while. And here comes the poop team for the Raiders, the blowout. As now in at quarterback is Mark Wilson, the BYU grad. And the running backs are Ira Matthews, he's been in the game, and Derek Jensen. Martini and Bradshaw are the wideouts. We're going to play run, and this ball game should be over. I think they might have to run the ball one more time. We're going to play run again. And Jensen carries twice. And that's it, folks. The Raiders win 37-21, and they will go on to Buffalo. Bob Greasy off the bench throws for over 300 yards, a touchdown and a pick. Nat Moore dropped 2 touchdown passes. Uwe von Poopy Shaman missed a field goal that might have made the game interesting had we made that field goal. All right, let's go to the box score and call it a stream. Bear with me a moment. We'll have the box score up quickly. Screen will go black for a moment. I appreciate everyone who stopped by in the chat. And let's say thank you to Brad62. If you need me to put a link in the chat, just tell me. Thank you to D. Scott Howard, or on the page later. Drinks and Nose thinks, thank you very much, my friend. As he says, that was a certified ass whooping. Yes, I love playing as the weaker teams. I like getting my ass handed to me. It's fun, though. I like this game. It's a great football game. To me, the best game on the market. Thank you. He says, great stuff, Al. Remember, check out Drinks and Nose Things podcast and YouTube channel, All Things Game of Thrones, Ensemble Cast. Lots of fun. Thank you, D. Scott Howard, Brad62, Dave Little. As he says, serves him right. Von Shaman drilled a long field goal when I was at Oklahoma to beat my Buckeyes. When he was at Oklahoma, I'm sorry. Thank you to Bobby Cantilano, always another good friend of the channel. Beatles Eternally, check him out. He's starting to stream all things baseball, music, magic, science. Great channel, Beatles Eternally. The original Grognard, my partner in crime with chat with Alan Friend now. Well, actually, friends. Ron Juckett has joined our merry crew. He's going to be a regular, and we might pick up a few other people here and there. Like to get Anthony from Bleacher Bums Gaming on. Must have a sense of humor. Remember, when you chat with Als are different. They're for fun. You know, I do make some political commentary that usually pisses off people, but hey, have a sense of freaking humor. Bubba Husky, good friend of the channel. Jake Cruz, thank you. Ron Juckett from Retro Sports Network, check him out. AU Pack Mule. Ron put up a football game today, and he's going to have golf on tomorrow. I'll be watching the Skins game. I love Skins game golf. AU Pack Mule, Jake Dawson. Thank you very much, everyone. Let's quickly go to the box score. I'm sorry, Jake, about your Dolphins. I tried my best, my friend. Von Shaman. It would have been interesting had he made the field goal. Again, long shot, but would have been interesting. We didn't win. We won the fourth quarter 7-3. Yeah. Bob Greasy off the bench, 22 for 43, 304 yards, 2 picks, a touchdown. He was sacked once. Woodley, 5 of 10 for 30 yards, but he had 2 rushing touchdowns out of our full house short yardage backfield. Tony Nathan, 4 carries, 26 yards. Woodley, 4 for 12 and 2 TDs. Other than that, pretty much non-existence for the other guys. Plunkett, 16 of 24, a workman-like performance, 209 yards, a pick, and 2 touchdowns. He was sacked once. Quarterback rating, 104.3. Van Egan, absolutely outstanding. 29 carries, 110 yards, a rushing touchdown. Matthews was 1 for 10. King, 4 for 9. Jensen, at the end, 3 for 5. And Winnington, 2 for 1. And King had a touchdown also. Rushing. Branch, 6 for 107 in a TD. Van Egan, 5 for 49 in receptions. Kenny King, 2 for 14. Chester, 2 for 19. And Chandler, 1 for 20 with a TD. For the Dolphins receiving, Nathan, 10 receptions, 104 yards. He was targeted 15 times. Williams, 5 for 41. Harris, 4 for 102 and a touchdown. So we had 2 receivers go over 100 yards, and we lost. Moore dropped 2 touchdown passes, was 2 for 31. Hardy 2 for 27, Rose 2 for 20, Robisky 1 for 10, and Gianquinto, because he's a Paisan, I threw him the ball 1 for -1 yard. Let's go to the defense real quick. Uwe von Schaman. The kicking game was not stellar. Dolphins missed their only field goal attempt. Von Schaman was 3 for 3 in extra points. Barr was 1 for 2 for field goals, 4 for 5 for extra points. The Dolphins did block one. And the Mad Stork, Ted Hendrick, blocked a Dolphin punt. Leading tackler, Gordon, for the Dolphins with 12. Then Chambers with 9. Dewey with 7. Dewey had the only sack. And Small and Blackwood had interceptions. Is that right? It has 2 interceptions here. I don't think that's an interception. I thought Plunkett, never mind. I thought Plunkett did he throw 2? Maybe he did throw 2. Yes, no, only 1. I don't know why they have that stat like that. Because Smalls had the only interception. And now that's not working. Bring this down. There we go. For the Raiders, the leading tackler, the Mad Stork, Ted Hendricks, 10 tackles, 1 sack, 2 deflections, 1 hurry, 1 forced fumble. He was all over, and a blocked punt. Then came Davis with 6. Interceptions were by Lester Hayes and Dwayne Osteen. Scoring, the Raiders scored the first 20 points. King on a 5-yard run. Kick was good. Plunkett a 20-yard pass to Branch. Kick was good. Van Egan a 5-yard run. And the extra point was blocked. 20-0 Raiders at the 9:30 mark of the first half. Dolphins would get on the board with a Woodley 9-yard run out of the full house backfield in our college set with 1:02 left in the half. Extra point was good. 20-7. Oakland would then score the next 14 points. Plunkett a 20-yard pass to Chandler. Extra point good. Hayes picked off Greasy and returned it 34-7. Then David Woodley again in our full house college style formation on the 1 scored for his second rushing touchdown. Uwe von Schaman, extra point good, 34-14. He missed a field goal that might have made things interesting. Oakland had a 24-yard bar field goal. And then Miami would score last at 1:41 left in the game. Greasy 29-yard pass to Harris, extra point good. Raiders advanced to Buffalo with a 37-21 victory. Let's quickly look at the team stats. Dolphins net offense 365 yards. Oakland 343. But the only stat that counts is the score. And Oakland 37, Miami 21. Oakland advances to the Elite Eight. Thank you, everyone. Till next time, health and happiness. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. And you know what's coming, folks. You know it's coming. Watch out for that big hit over the middle. But, peace!